Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hello world, I'm Captain America, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. StaticStuff.com is where I got this hoodie, and the 50th person to buy something from StaticStuff.com using my name in the comments field will get to hang out with me, personally, over Google+. You know, a Google+ Hangout? Is technology becoming too integrated into our lives? That was a question posed by Closet Futurist, and he says the short answer may seem to be no, but how much do we use man-made devices for interaction with our environment and each other? For example, could you get through the day or a week without interacting with anybody using social media? What would you do if you lost access to YouTube for an entire year? How would you be entertained? I mean, yes, you could probably figure a few things out, but we usually use the internet, yes, to entertain ourselves, but communicate and to connect with one another. That is really as much a part of our human condition as needing to breathe, eat, and sleep. Technology integration in our lives isn't dangerous yet, but imagine a time where we just can't literally live without it. Every day someone asks me how to start their own YouTube channel, and I always seem to tell them, well, just start your own YouTube channel. But they want to do something about technology. Cool! Start uploading your own technology videos. It's really not a trick. But I went ahead and shared some technology news and review website tips on LockerGnome.com since TechnoKid7 asked me. He wants to know how to make money doing what he's doing, and that is geeking out. Well, it's possible, but it's not necessarily practical. I mean, there are a lot of technology people out there, and there's plenty of room for more, don't get me wrong, but it's all going to be driven on your personality. So you guys keep coming back to the Locker Gnome YouTube channel, and hopefully you guys like what we're doing here and have already subscribed. You probably keep coming back, not just because I'm talking about things you like talking about too, but because I have a personality that you appreciate. Or let me put it another way. Would you stay tuned to this video if I was annoying you? Answer wisely. If you want to do technology videos, don't do them because you're going to make money. Do them because you enjoy doing them and you enjoy communicating about things you enjoy communicating about. Because if it's all about money, well, that's going to get old quick. Time for another loaded question. Best smartphone for a first-time buyer? Vipul asked this question innocently enough, but he's wondering which one to select. A Galaxy Note 2, an S3, an Nexus 4, a BlackBerry Z10, or an iPhone 4, 4S, or 5. Okay, that just kind of doesn't really narrow down the field at all. That's all the information you gave me, at which point I'm going to respond, since I really don't have a good place to start, I'm going to send you back to the drawing board. Look at every experience and decide for yourself which one you think is going to work for you. Or possibly borrow a friend's smartphone. I'm assuming you have friends and friends with smartphones, and if you can't go that far, can you get yourself to a store to possibly look at these various phones to see whether or not you appreciate not just how the phone looks or how it feels, but that user experience, because it's going to be your phone. You're the one who's going to have to be using it. And you might read reviews online, and sure, me talking about a phone may sway your decision one way or another. I don't have a number one choice for everybody, because if I did, that would make me a horrible person. Everybody's going to have something that's going to work for them. So, my recommendation, if you are in the same boat, you can keep asking me, but if you're going to ask, give me a few more qualifiers so that I can give you a better answer. You have to experience these things for yourself to know whether or not you will appreciate it, because you know what? It's your money, not mine. Keep in mind, it's probably more important that you pick a platform that you like instead of just a piece of hardware, because the hardware is going to change, but the platform is going to evolve, but very slowly. The founder of 4chan, Moot, that's his username, his real name, Chris Poole, has released this for free on the iPad, DrawQuest, a free daily drawing challenge. So if you have an iPad and you're a fan of Moot, go ahead and download it for free. One thing you don't need an iPad for, and that's a free $50 Starbucks gift card. You can get one if you head over to go.tagjag.com/nextdoor. And basically, you get your neighborhood to sign up for this website, and then you can communicate with your neighbors more easily. I use it all the time. And when you get a $50 gift card, I also get one for letting you know that go.tagjag.com/nextdoor existed in the first place. So, how about free $50 to spend at Starbucks? What's that? Show you the back of the card? Okay. PhoneArena.com have posted the 5.5-inch LG Optimus G Pro picture and spec sheet. A 3,000 milliamp hour battery, a 5.5-inch display, of course, and let's see here, what else? Whoa, a 1080 by 1920 Full HD IPS LCD screen. plus a 1.7 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon processor with LTE radio, 2 gigs of RAM, a 13 megapixel rear camera, and a 2 megapixel front camera capable of 1080 video? Oh, it's just like its 5-inch variant. 32 gigs of internal memory for storage and a micro SD slot for cards up to 64 gigs. I hope you're taking notes, or Note 2s. With all these phones coming out, which one are you going to get next? Oh yeah, following the mobile model, there will be a new Ouya every year. Is it Ouya? Ouya? Yawa? A new kind of video game console, starting at $99, and Android-powered. And now that they're promising an update every year, well, that's good, right? Certainly, I wouldn't say that frequent updates are bad. Lord knows the Xbox has been long overdue for an update. $99! It's like the price of an Apple TV, and with AirPlay, you can already do gaming from your iOS device to another screen. And speaking of Android gaming, there's also Wikipad. A 7-inch version is now something to look forward to, set to debut in the spring for $249. I'd love to take a look. I mean, if the games are to my liking, who cares what platform they run on? For those of you asking for more information on the camera mods that I was showing you in yesterday's TLDR episode, I wanted to show you this case. Again, go.tagjag.com/hdhat. That's my link, and if you use my link, I get credit for the referrals. This case is, yes, it looks like an iPad case from the front, and indeed it is, but it can also accommodate smartphones. And I have a laundry list of the accommodations right here. The adapters are available for iPhone 4, 4S, and 5, the iPad mini, the Galaxy S3, the Samsung Note 2, the iPod Touch 5th generation, Lumia 920, and they're going to add the Xperia Z support as well. If you're already recording video with your iPhone but looking to get a wider angle lens, well, that's exactly what this kit is for. So I've got the iPhone case in there right now. Let me go ahead and get the phone in there. It may look a bit awkward to hold up a case this large, but your videos will come out very nice. And if you want an even wider angle, they sell you another adapter. Let me just screw this on here and show you. That is a lens. Another byproduct from using this kit, your videos should come out more stable. Unless, of course, you like giving your viewers motion sickness, in which case, keep it up. Our question of the day is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. If you want to save money on your next purchase, just email me first, Chris@Pirillo.com. I'll send you my latest list of GoDaddy coupons. Mad Mike 1993 emailed me to ask if there was anything that would make me switch back to Windows as my primary OS. Well, what would that be? You know, it's less about what Windows does and more about what I can't already do today. I've spoken to this point several times before. One of the reasons why I stopped using Windows as my primary OS, which doesn't mean that I stopped using Windows altogether, just that I don't rely on it like a lot of people do. It was the pain that I felt with Windows Vista, and I just don't know why Microsoft made the decisions it made. It thinks it's making the right decisions with Windows 8, and we all see how that's playing out. I mean, look at the market. It doesn't lie. It would be what I'm doing now, you know, what devices I use, you know, what software I use, if that was no longer serving my needs. And at this point, I don't see that happening. In fact, I'm moving more and more of my life onto the web. It's easy for me to switch between computers these days because I don't really rely on my data being in one place. It's out there connected through my various accounts. So it would take a tremendous amount of pain to get me to move back to Windows. Even if Windows was doing amazing things, and some of you believe that it is, it would have to be so painful in what I was using now for me to want to leap out of the frying pan. But sometimes, you know, it's possible to leap out of the frying pan and into the fire. You're very often trading one set of headaches for another, and I'm very aware of that. You could probably ask a Mac user the same thing, and they should respond the same way. If Windows is serving you just fine, well, why would you want to switch? And no matter what you choose to use or do with your own life, I'm very glad you spent this time with me. Thank you so much for liking and sharing this video, because when you share it, then other people will recognize that, hey, who is this guy? He's wearing a Captain America hoodie. That's kind of cool. Oh, and he's talking about things that I like. Unless, of course, they don't like talking about tech or generally don't like geeky things. No matter. I'm glad you're a part of this community. We'll see you later.